Hello again, my name is Rodney Reynolds, and this is yet another video review. Today I will be looking at the Eclipse case.
Let's take a look at the front of the case here first. We have 1, 2, 3, 5 and a quarter inch bays. Down here we have 1, 2, 3.5. One of these, of course, is used for a floppy. Right here we have the LEDs for the power and the hard drive. Right here is the reset. Right here is the power button. And right down here is a door which houses 2 USB ports. At the rear of the case here, at the very top, we have where the power supply would get housed right here. Also right here is where the keyboard, the mouse, the USB, the COM ports, the parallel ports would get installed. And you have 2 options here. Depending upon what kind of motherboard you have, you can install either one of these right into here. You have an option here to install an extra fan. Good idea if you want to exhaust some extra hot air out of the case. And also down right here is where you would be installing things like your video cards, your NIC cards, your FireWire cards, and of course they would in essence get connected inside to the motherboard. This case does come with 2 thumb screws, and these are the only 2 thumb screws that you will find in this case, and they are located in an area where you are removing a lot. So the side of the case, of course, is where you would be installing your hard drives and all the other components inside the case, so these do come in handy. Taking a look inside the case, you'll notice that these are the bays for the 5 1/4 and the 3 1/2 here on the bottom. You have an area right here where you can install an extra intake fan. Of course, these cables right here will be plugged directly into the motherboard for things like your LEDs, your hard drives, your speakers, and things like that. Of course, this is the speaker that's inclusive. One thing you have to keep in mind that this is pretty much an all steel case except for the front panel. Something else I should note, that the tray inside here, which houses the motherboard, is not removable. In some situations they can be removed by a few thumb screws or a few screws on the back of the case, but in this situation this cannot be removed from the whole case itself. Now I want to draw your attention back here to the front of the case. This is a very, very distinctive design. These door assemblies here can be removed, and as you can see they're hinged. So you can install these directly onto your CD-ROM or your DVD player, and of course that's important because you can really keep that cool look on the front of your case. In a lot of other situations you would have different colored CD-ROMs sticking and protruding out, which would not really give an overall good appearance to the front of the case. But in this situation, taking these doors off and installing them into and onto your CD-ROM and DVD drives or whatever else you have in here is a fantastic idea. Let me show you how I'm going to do that. Next, of course, is to just make sure that the CD-ROM or DVD drive is actually anchored or screwed onto the case firmly, securely, and of course the door assembly is snapped back on the case. Once that's done, of course, everything is ready to go, and you can just go ahead and eject the CD-ROM or DVD. It's very functional and looks very, very cool.
Overall, a really, really well-designed, cost-effective case. Cost on this is it's very affordable. Overall design, you got a really, really nice-looking case. The front of this especially I really like. The door on the bottom works very well where the 2 USB ports are housed. Of course, you've got those door assemblies which are removable. Pop in your DVDs, your CD-ROM drives, pop the door assembly back on, and it works. Keeps that really cool look. It preserves that really futuristic look on this case. And as well, they have included a couple of thumb screws on the side of the case, so you can take off that side of the case which you would be removing a lot because you're installing things like your DVD drives, your coolers, your motherboards, and things like that. So that's a little thing there as well they have included. So overall, there is no real negatives to this case. If you want to get really picky, well, the case is steel. So I mean, that makes it affordable, but it also makes it heavy. Overall, I give this case a 9.5 out of 10. Again, my name is Rodney Reynolds, and this has been another video review. Be sure to check back in a few days. I will have a brand new video review for you then. Also, be sure to check out my website at www.3dgameman.com, and while you're there, check out the forums. In the forums, you can go in there. Registration is free. You can find out more information about this product. You can find out more information about all the products that I video review. Also, you can go in there and leave your own suggestions and comments. Until the next time, take care.